Okay. Oh, yeah, sure.
Are you nervous?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay, good.
That's good.
Yeah.
Okay.
When you're nervous is a good sign.
All right.
Hey everyone, this bench is very steep, so I'm like falling back. I'm trying to. Hey guys, it's Robin here. Welcome to another episode of the Good Place podcast. I'm here. Where are we, Noortje?
We're in Westerpark today in Amsterdam.
Exciting. Thank you for picking the spot in Westerpark. It's a bit drizzling, but I think we're covered here by a tree, so we'll be fine. And today, officially, I'm welcoming the youngest Benshi next to me, and which always is a bit my goal to get more elderly, get more young people on the bench, just to learn more about their lives and about what a good place is to them. So let's kick it off. Noortje, just quickly tell us a bit more about yourself, who you are, where you're from, and what brought you to Amsterdam.
Okay, so I'm Noortje. I'm 23 years old. I'm from Haarlem, Netherlands. Lived in Amsterdam for a bit when I was young, from like 2 till 7, I think.
Okay.
Then moved back to Haarlem. Then studied in Tilburg, just graduated in Tilburg from online culture. And now I wanted to do my master's in Amsterdam. So I moved to Amsterdam, and then last minute I decided to not study in Amsterdam. So now I'm just living life in Amsterdam, basically, for the time being at least. So
Okay.
yeah.
Living life in Amsterdam. What made you decide not to go pursue the master in Amsterdam?
I think like I wanted to do a research master in philosophy. That was the plan. But then I decided it was a bit too much. How do I say this? It was not really practical, and I feel like I kind of like to see some goals in things that I do.
Yeah.
And I feel like philosophy, it's very fun and it's very, very nice to read about philosophy. But to do that for the rest of my life, kind of, it didn't really seem like the right call for now. So, and I was too late to find something else. So, yeah.
Okay.
That's why.
Cool. And what does living a life in Amsterdam now look like then?
It took a while to build up, I think, because I was here I'm here now for 3 months already or something like that. And only this week I got a job, and only this week I joined a committee for like a student association. And
Okay.
so it took a while to, start living here. I feel like it was a bit like life on hold for a while.
Okay.
And just exploring, which was also fun, but it got a bit boring at some point. So I'm happy to be able to do more stuff now and be more busy. And so now I work in a cafe. That's
Okay. Very nice.
yeah. And further, I started playing softball again after 4 years. So
Okay.
that's nice as well. And trying to get out there and make more friends now. So that's what I'm currently doing, I think.
Does it? Because we talked about it. You do feel like you miss Tilburg a bit,
Yeah.
right? Because very tight knit and a lot of students.
Mhm.
What do you do to meet new people? I mean, what are you craving to meet new people? Is it a positive energy that you're having?
I feel like in general, like most of my friends live all over the world, to be honest. So
Okay.
like I've never had like a big friend group in one place, I think. So in that sense, I'm not really actively looking for that many new people, but it's still nice to also know people that live in the same city as you, so you can do things in the city itself.
Yeah.
So that is what I'm currently trying to do. Like I live with 2 roommates and they're very nice. So
Okay.
try to do some stuff with them as well. And further, now I joined a student association, ESN, it's the International Student Association. And that's, for me, that's a good way to meet people. I was also part of ESN in Tilburg, so that's how I meet most of my friends there as well. So that's what I'm trying to do here now as well. So
Cool.
yeah.
And what is that international part that you like so much?
I don't know. I feel like international people are very open-minded and they're just very open for new experiences and new things, and I like traveling a lot as well in different countries and just different cultures as well. And I think it's just interesting to also see different perspectives on
Okay.
life. So, yeah.
More open-minded.
Yeah.
So the majority of your friends, I mean, you say most of your friends are around the world, but also your friends here or Tilburg are also mostly international?
Yeah,
Yeah?
definitely. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. That's through the student association.
Yeah, and my studies in general. Like there were also like I think 50% of my studies was international, so
Okay.
yeah. It's a kind of like 50-50. Yeah.
So you also see yourself living abroad one day?
Maybe, yeah. I tried it out in Tasmania in Australia. I went on exchange there,
Okay.
and I really liked it. So
Of all places?
yeah, of all places, yeah, it's a bit too far away to like actively live, but
Yeah.
yeah, it was fun to experience living in a different country, and kind of want to do that again someday.
You're of course pretty young, so the world is yours.
Yeah, maybe we'll see. Yeah, we'll see what life has in store for me, I guess. Or,
Okay. Or do you have some sort of mission or goal? Because you say you live by goals.
I do live by goals. Yeah, my goal is to find my place. To be honest, yeah, I don't know. I feel like so far I've never really felt like that much at home anywhere. To be honest, and I think like that's gonna be my goal for the upcoming years to find a place where I was. I don't know, where I feel good. Yeah, where I feel nice and safe and calm, and yeah, that's the goal, I think.
It's very honest as well.
Yeah.
There's not many people next to me on a bench that actually, well, most of them say they're in a good place.
Yeah.
And you're,
Still searching.
yeah, may I say your age?
Yeah.
You're 23,
Mhm.
and yeah, you're very young. I haven't found my place yet.
Yeah.
Can you explain a bit more what that is? You haven't found yet?
Um. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I don't know. I feel like I'm always looking for something more, which is yeah. I don't know if that's necessarily a good thing, but I just I think so far every place. How do I explain this? How I haven't found. I don't know. I think I am always looking, like I always think that the grass is greener on the other side, of course, which is not necessarily a good thing, but I think sometimes it can be true. Like for instance, when I lived in Tasmania, I really liked it, and I felt that was a very good place to be.
Okay.
But then still, it's also like it's too far away from my family, so
Yeah.
then I also can't live there because I would miss my family a lot. But here in Netherlands, I think Amsterdam is a bit too big for me, like too many people.
Okay.
Tilburg is a bit too ugly, like there's always something so far that's just stopping me from wanting to live there a long time, for like long term.
What about Haarlem?
Haarlem's too boring. Yeah. Yeah. So-
My family's from around that area.
Oh. Yeah, it's not much going on there. Yeah. Maybe that's a bad thing to say. I don't know. Maybe a lot of people would
It's very
really
subjective,
like
so
to live there.
there's-
Yeah, of course.
There's
Yeah.
nothing wrong with
Yeah.
sharing your opinion about it.
Yeah.
So you're actually looking for all kinds of different factors,
Mhm.
which you ideally would love to take along,
Mm.
and actually shaping that perfect. So one, it shouldn't be too big.
Mhm. Shouldn't be too ugly.
Shouldn't be too ugly.
Should be green.
Should be green.
A lot. Yeah, I like nature. I would love some mountains around.
Okay.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
And the beach as well.
Not necessarily.
Okay.
No.
Rather
no.
mountains.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Climate.
I'm not very picky climate-wise.
Okay.
Yeah, no. I think it would be nice. Yeah, so especially with the not too big side, I think it's just very nice to have a place where whenever you walk to a grocery store, you kind of know someone, And like over here, I feel in Amsterdam, for instance, it's just whenever you walk on the street or something, and you don't know anyone. No one really looks at each other. Everyone's kind of in a hurry, and like I feel, you know, not very seen, I think, or something. Kind of insignificant. Like I don't know. And I would like a bit of a smaller environment where you just, you know, where you're like an actual person. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wanting to be seen is interesting, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember my days here in Amsterdam as well, that they say Amsterdam is a village,
Yeah.
but then of course you need to first meet a lot of people and then,
Mhm.
but every time you bump into someone you know, even if it's very platonic, it does give you that, like, okay, you know, I don't know what that feeling is, like, not so much recognition, but yeah, I know
Yeah,
people,
kind of.
or every time you go, like, hey, I know you, and
Yeah.
feels you that you belong to a place or
Mhm.
something, huh?
Yeah.
So your first experience from of Amsterdam in these 3 months is that it's a bit cold.
Yeah, I would say so. Right now, literally as well, but yeah, yeah, I think so.
Mm.
Yeah, I feel like everyone's always in a hurry, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I think people could chill down a bit more. Yeah, that'd be nice.
I like this brainstorm where it's going, because then we have, you know, smallest city, mountains. So then it's definitely not the Netherlands.
No, probably not. No, no, maybe not. I don't think my parents will like that very much, but yeah.
But somehow it needs to be in a particular range of your family.
Yeah, preferably within Europe,
Okay,
like kind
Europe.
of
Okay.
Europe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Language? People need to speak English?
Not necessarily. No, no. I don't think that's a big thing. No. No.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can adapt.
Yeah, I think so. Should be fine. Yeah. Can learn a new language or something. I don't know. Can try. Yeah.
And what about work? What would you need to be doing there?
That's a big question.
They need to have internet.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Work in general, I really don't know what to do, to be honest. Yeah, no, I'm still very much looking for what I would like to do for work. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do a master's probably next year now, in urban studies, hopefully in Brussels. So that's the plan for now, and then I will see where that takes me, I think. Yeah.
And then we do another bench interview.
Yeah.
And then I come to Brussels and interview there.
Yeah, maybe.
And to see, Brussels doesn't have mountains.
No, it doesn't. No. No, so probably it won't be there for long. You know.
They will only be a station
Exactly.
of the train ride.
Yes. Yeah, probably. Yeah.
And because that's something that interests me, and I prepared you for this as well, that looking at your friends in life,
Yeah.
have they found their good place?
I think many of my friends are still kind of looking, but I think they are more satisfied with where they are right now than I am.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah,
You're the even more restless one.
I think so. Yeah. Tend to be.
Okay.
Yeah.
How come they're so satisfied?
Maybe they have, like, I think I probably have very high expectations of things, and then when it doesn't turn out that way, I'm kind of disappointed, I think.
Okay.
And I think others maybe go more with the flow and are more like, you know, we'll just see how it goes and just, yeah. And I'm more of a, I don't know, I kind of like to know, I think, or like do things, and yeah, I don't know. I think it's a bit different mindset.
Okay.
Yeah.
And this, of course, is a very, subjective question. But what are the themes that somebody of 23, your friends, care about?
What do we care about? Ooh, we care about a lot of things.
Fun.
Fun, for sure. Yeah, that's a big thing, of course. Yeah. Having fun. Yeah, meeting with friends, playing sports, just, do fun things, visit music, concerts. But also more like, I think, more, yeah, oh my god, that's difficult.
Not too serious?
No, I think we are kind of serious.
Okay.
I think we are, especially now with like climate change and stuff, it's a big thing, and like all the wars that are going on, I think that's kind of, worrying a bit as well. So on the one hand, we try to have fun and kind of live in our bubble, but then on the other hand, like there's so much going on in the world, and it's just, I feel like maybe that's also why we maybe resort to the fun part more, just to
like an escape.
A little bit, yeah.
But I also feel that it's also a generation that does stand up and
Yeah, for sure.
joins demonstrations and
Definitely.
activism.
Yeah,
right?
I like that too.
Okay. You chain yourself to the highway?
No, not yet.
Not yet.
No, probably won't. But I know some people who do. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
I think it's interesting.
It's interesting. I mean that you come up for your rights and for your
yeah.
You're somehow mission driven.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think protests and stuff are always a nice way to, confront certain issues and things.
So is it about finding the balance between just living your life and having fun and being in the moment, and at the same time you also make time to show that you care and want to change stuff?
I think so. Yeah. Sounds about right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I've figured out your life then.
Yeah. Yeah. Not very black and white.
No.
No. Yeah.
Okay. Aren't you more like it's interesting that I mean I've never demonstrated.
No?
No.
Okay. Was it never like the right time, or you just never felt like it, or?
I never felt like it.
Okay. Why not?
Because I think. Well, I mean it's again very subjective, but I would love to show my commitment or that I care in a different way.
Mm-hmm. In which way?
I don't know, just telling stories, crafting stories. This channel, for example, photography. I do care a lot about what's happening with the world, but I don't feel like I need to be the one shouting on the street saying that I'm against something.
Okay.
I don't know.
Makes sense. I think subjective thing.
No, I mean everybody in his way contributes in his own way,
Definitely.
and as long as you care and want to do something about it. But sometimes it also feels that is that the solution, right?
Yeah, it's never like there's never one solution. I think.
No.
I think there's a lot of things that contribute to solutions. Maybe protesting is one way to at least how do you say that? Get it into attention, I guess. Get the topic into attention, and then, but it's never the only solution, or it doesn't necessarily change something by itself. I think.
No.
So there's always like different things that contribute, for sure.
But what's your motivation to demonstrate?
I think to show that that's my way of showing that I care, I think, and also I like demonstrations in general because you just come together with like a specific goal with like so many people that have the same goal, and I think that's really cool. So I really like that sort of. I don't know. You become kind of like a group, like a community for like just that moment, and I think that's really nice. So.
And what are things that you joined in?
I joined like some feminist protests and some climate protests and some Black Lives Matter protests.
Yeah, okay.
Those things. Yeah. Yeah.
Because these are also themes that affect yourself, your friends, and your culture, your community.
I think so. Yeah. Just in general, like inclusivity, I think is a very important theme for me. So I like to contribute to that in a way. Yeah.
So Good Place is also about a place which is inclusive.
Yes, for sure. For me, yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, my head is also spinning and thinking about And is that also why you choose the studies and the direction that you want to be heading for?
I think so. I think it was a big part of why I wanted to do the philosophy course as well. Yeah, because it's just, I don't know, it's a lot about like humanity and those kind of things. Like, you know, what is humanity and like living in groups. And also my study, like online culture, I studied online culture, was very much about like community, identity, and like, yeah, how do you shape, you know, your world basically. So
Yeah.
I think, yeah, that's also like, I don't know, discrimination, inclusivity was also a big part of that too. So, yeah.
Is there a learning you'd like to share, or an insight that you're like, okay, this is something that people should know?
Ooh,
It's the graduation test.
I, that's a difficult question.
Okay.
I think my study was a lot focused like also on the online world, of course, and I
Okay.
think it was interesting to see that you can also have very meaningful friendships online as well, and that it
Okay.
can almost have the same effect as well as like the offline part. So
Oh yeah.
I thought that was very interesting because I never felt that way,
No.
but yeah, no, but apparently for a lot of people it is that way. So I thought that was pretty interesting.
And to be more specific, are there examples that where it's meaningful to people online?
I think mostly from my own experience at least, I see it's a lot with like fan culture as well and
Oh, yeah.
those kind of things.
Oh
Yeah, that's a very big thing, and yeah,
The fan culture lives online. Yeah.
yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they really feel connected to each other, and like there's also a lot of like church communities now online and things, and it's getting more and more like everything's getting more online, I guess. So yeah, and a lot of people really feel that connection with others online. Um, I'm more of an offline type of person, to be honest. But yeah, no, it's an interesting thing to think about as well. So
Yeah. And through what kind of channels is it online? Is it social media?
mostly,
Yeah?
I would say so. Yeah.
What in particular?
I'm not sure. I feel like that's also different for every country, to be honest.
Country.
Yeah, I think like
Well,
different
and
countries.
generation, I think.
Yeah, for sure, that too. But different countries, different generations use different platforms, I think. So, yeah.
Like
So
a church community, is that a Facebook group, or is it?
Yeah, I would say mostly Facebook, but also just the website of like a specific church, for instance, that
Okay.
has online services and those kind of things.
Yeah, like a online platform, log
Yeah,
in, and
basically,
okay.
Yeah.
Interesting, huh? Yes, I think we have no idea how many online communities exist,
No.
but I do think a lot of people live in these online communities a lot.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Also with fan culture, I can imagine that's like they want to be the first to know, and
For sure.
yeah, delve into the fanism and that sense of belonging.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think it is a way of like indeed like sense of belonging. It's people join their group to you know. Oh, that's funny. Yeah.
I hope they don't run over the camera.
Oh no, they gotta get away.
Oh my God,
Are you gonna stay here?
we got a kids invasion, people. They all gonna jump on the playground.
So it's a lot of kids.
That's a lot of kids. Interesting, online culture. And do you think online is a good place?
It can be. Yeah, I think there's also a bit of hatred online, which is not very good.
No.
Because it's very you can be so anonymous on it and like, oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's also I don't know. It can be a very good place, I think, because it does give a lot of people. It does give these connections, and you can keep in touch with people, and that's very nice.
Yeah.
But there's also a lot of things that I feel like it shouldn't take over like the offline world. I feel like the offline world is much more fun and more valuable than online world, in my experience at least. And just living from a screen, it's not the same as living real life. So I think there should be a balance in that as well. Yeah.
But are you part, and because you mentioned themes like climate and feminism, are you also seeking these groups online, or are you really,
Um,
really looking for them offline?
I think I follow a lot of them online, but I'm not very much actively part of like a community online. I think no, that's more offline. I would say, yeah.
Noortje, are you in a good place?
Getting there. Yeah, yeah. No, I think I have to, like, I'm trying to make a plan that will lead me to a good place. So that's what I'm doing now. Trying to make a plan for the upcoming years and see how that goes, and find my good place. Yeah.
Because you already know Amsterdam, it's not that.
Amsterdam is not it, no. And I have to leave in January because my room was temporary. So
Okay.
I'm also already looking for new places to live. So yeah.
Not in Amsterdam?
No, not in Amsterdam.
Okay.
No. So if you have any suggestions,
Haarlem?
no, no, I don't know yet.
You really would love to go abroad?
I think so.
Yeah?
Yeah. Right now I'm thinking to maybe live a couple in a few different places for like a month or something. Just yeah, because a month is like long enough. Like it's longer than a holiday, but it's long enough to kind of find a routine and kind of imagine what life would be like if I would live there. So I think I'm gonna try that in like maybe 3-4 places next year.
What do you have in mind?
Currently, it's Gotland, next to like the island next to Sweden. Yeah, very specific. Yeah, my parents have a summer house there, so we go there on holiday a lot, and I can stay in the house there as well.
Okay,
So,
nice.
yeah, so I want to go there. I want to go to Edinburgh, and I want to go to Warsaw, and maybe to Manchester as well. But we'll see about that. Yeah. So.
Wow, it's quite a
Yeah.
not so much random list of cities.
It's kind of specific. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see. I think.
Okay. Well, to everyone watching and hearing this, if you live in one of those cities, please reach out.
Please let me know.
Please send us a DM, and we'll pass it on to Noortje for you to get in touch.
Yeah.
Could be a room in Manchester, could be a room in Warsaw.
Yeah.
You know,
Would be very nice.
nice. You help the girl out around. Okay, exciting. So 2025 is going to be an exciting year for
I
you.
think so. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Yeah,
And hopefully for us as well to collaborate.
Yeah.
On,
would be cool.
making cities more human wherever you are.
Yes, definitely.
Maybe you should do some bench sessions in those cities where you're going to end up.
Good. I
Huh?
definitely could. Yeah.
Interesting. Cool.
Yeah.
Noortje, I think this is the end of the show.
Yeah.
Thanks for sharing your story with us before the kids really tend to take over. Everyone watching, thank you so much for your time. Thanks, Noortje.
Yes.
And stay warm
Yeah.
somewhere.
Right.
Get some hot cocoa.
Yeah.
And from Westerpark in Amsterdam, I'm going to say bye and talk to you soon.